and welcome to the Brit and Yankee Pub for another Instant Brew Review. I'm the Brit, Phil Clark. This past weekend, we took a trip up from the pub here in the Fox River Valley to the north side of Chicago and the Chicago Botanic Gardens to view the fall foliage. And what a better place to enjoy a post-visit craft brew than less than 10 minutes away, Ravinia Brewing Company's tasting room. The actual production brewery is located in Logan Square area of Chicago, but that also includes a tap room. Our visit to the Highland Park location, affectionately called the pub, on this windy fall day gave us a choice of sitting in the outside beer tent or the few booths inside the tap room. We opted for the inside tap room as the flapping of the beer tent was a little noisy, and although that darn COVID thing restricts the seating numbers, we found the ambiance to be cozy and just what we wanted. And so to the beer. Lots of selections to suit all palates. For this time of the year, the Baldwin Porter was a delicious robust porter with lots of roastiness and a great chocolatey flavour that reminded me of a milk stout. But my other brew is the one that we're tasting first, and I believe this is one of their flagship brews. It's a saison by the name of Flight of the Rooster. This is a little high at 7.5% ABV, and so they're selling this one in 12-ounce cans, 6-packs. But, you know, great. That gives you 6 chances to taste this beer. It has, I'll go ahead and crack this open. It has a unique flavor that's given to it by Nelson Sauvin hops. I think that's how you pronounce it, Nelson Sauvin. And I think that gives it a flavor, I think, of Sauvignon Blanc, if you're a wine person. Anyway, that's poured out absolutely wonderfully. Look at that. It's a beautiful light color, beautiful white head on it. I'm going to get the aroma. All those fruity esters that are essential for a good saison. And let's go ahead and taste it. I think you get the 7.5, but it's well balanced. It's not in your face. The taste has a little wine note to it. And I think I read that they added white grape Sauvignon Blanc essence. And that could be the reason for getting those wine notes. It's not quite as smooth as some of the saisons I've had, but that's okay because it lends kind of a farmhouse characteristic to it. A saison is drunk mostly in the summer months, but I'll tell you what, I'd recommend stocking up on this one for the coming winter just to get some kind of a wonderfully fresh and clean palate cleanser, if you will, from all those porters and stouts. Absolutely one of the ones I'd recommend from Ravinia Brewing Company. So let's go ahead and taste our next one. A second brew from Ravinia is part of their Chicago small batch release series, and it's just became available at the beginning of October. It's called Wizard Vans, and it's an Apricot Sour IPA. Now, when I looked at this, I said, wow, that's just the one for me. But then I looked at the details, and it said this is a kettle-soured IPA with lactose, vanilla, and apricots. Or is it apricots? I don't know. Anyway, one way or the other, this was an interesting beer to me, and I'm going to crack this one open. So let's see if this pours out okay. Sorry I don't have any Ravinia Brewing Company glassware, but I'm going to pour this into a tall glass here. Now, as it pours out, it looks like a little hazy IPA, and that was kind of a little bit of an issue for me because hazy IPAs are not my favorites, but this is poured out rather nicely. First off, of course, you notice it has a very apricot coloring to it. Secondly, as you sniff the aroma, yes, you're definitely going to get some of that beautiful apricot aroma. So let's go ahead and see if we can taste it. Wow. I gotta tell you, the sour / tartness of this hits your palate right off the bat. And then you start to get the actual apricot flavor. Now, I found that apricot has been a very tough flavor to balance in a beer, but this one is coming through tremendously. Let me give it another quick sip. I think the vanilla adds a little calmness to this beer, and I'm really enjoying this. So this is a beer that will settle into your palate as you sip through it and makes you want to have just another sip and another sip. I really like this beer, and I like the fact that it surprised me when I came to drink it, and that's, I think, a sign of a good beer, because you never know what you're going to get, and when you taste it and you like it, it's great. So I had to look up what wizard vans were, and there's a picture on the front here. Look at that, there we go. Apparently they are some kind of a 1970s conversion van that had really cool paintings on the side of them, custom paint jobs. Most of them were things about fantasy or sci-fi or pop art from that particular time frame. This has been a surprise to me, as the inside of many of those vans were, because they were all customized. And on the side of this can that I read here, it says, magic and mischief ruled the nights, often fueled by little more than fruit pies, sodas, and a desire to let it ride. Well, I'd like to say that I'm gonna let this one ride. Apparently Ravinia says this is the most expensive beer they've ever made. I don't know why, probably because apricots are expensive to buy. Anyway, all I can say is I think it's pretty damn good. You should pick up a 4-pack of this. I'm actually going to add this to my top 20 beers of 2020 by virtue of the fact that it's a delightful brew, tastes good, you want to have more. It surprised me. What more could I want from a beer? Excellent. Wizard Vans from Ravinia Brewing Company. That's all for this Instant Brew review. You got 2 great ones from Ravinia. You want to head up there and check it out. Until next time, I'm Phil Clark, the Brit, saying cheers. Ooh, I love apricots.